Yo, are you ready for the Astro-Weather week? It is a Leo, Virgo, Libra moon. It's Taurus season. It's Cinco de Mayo. And my New York Knicks play tonight in the playoffs against the Celtics. Let's talk about it. May the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Astro-Weather week. Pew. Grand Rising, good people. It's Eric Taylor, Astrology. We are New York, and we are basketball. We are the New York Knicks, MSG. One of my homes used to have season tickets to the Knicks and talk to Magic and Dr. J and Kareem and Bird. And, I was the sergeant in the garden. I was down there courtside before Spike Lee, okay? The women used to come to me and give me their phone numbers from the hotel to give to Spike when he came down there to give to Mike. I've seen it all. Anyway, the Leo moon today will be finishing up a little bit before 4 p.m. Eastern. We're looking at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. And how'd you do with this Leo moon? It was a pretty nice weekend. We had a celebration of life for a friend and another amazing light worker, Sherry Anshara, who did cellular memorization work, healing people on the cellular level yesterday. This little bit of the Leo moon for today, before we get to the Virgo moon, we have got to still honor our hearts, right? What are we putting our heart in? It's coming off the square to Uranus, so there could have been some interesting dreams last night. I know my wife and my son had some wild dreams. And right now, whether you have Mercury in Aries and Neptune in Aries in your 4th, 8th, or 12th house, you could be experiencing, right, Taurus rising, Virgo rising, and Cap rising. You could be experiencing some interesting dreams at this time. So just be mindful of that. Nothing to stress or worry about. I do believe it'll get better when the Mercury leaves, but this could be a sneak preview of the next, until 2039, every month when Mercury comes in there. So that'll be an interesting study to see. Or is it just the Neptune alone? We shall see. I'll keep you updated because I have a Taurus and Virgo and Capricorn rising in my home. So I can do my own astrological studies. So the Taurus birth chart sales still rocking. Taurus sun moon risings, 206 or 305, natal, soul return, second hand progression. Eric at BigEAstro.com. We're going to try to see sinners this week. And we're going to do a free kind of webinar / coffee talk where we look at the sinner's chart and you guys come live and we talk about the movie. So it's really going to be fascinating. We'll be announcing that. I'll keep you updated. But wifey and I are hoping to try to get to see Sinners early this week so that we could set that up for this weekend or early next week for the Sinners Coffee Talk webinar. We also, with this Virgo moon coming in, we're going to have a lot of intuitive gut energy. So when you're feeling something, the Virgo moon is the most intuitive moon. So if you're feeling it down there in the lower intestines, in your gut, in your tummy, in the belly, then go with it and feel it, okay? We're going to get to the chart in a second. Also, Coffee Talk is this Saturday. Uranus in Gemini on the 7-7 portal, and it's this Saturday, May 10th, 12 p.m. noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, 2 hours, $22. You can book it on BigEAstrology.com or email me, Eric, E-R-I-C, right? Oh, excuse me, my nose. Allergies have been crazy today. I mean, just the last couple of weeks. Eric at BigEAstrology.com. And that's really because we have mainly male trees in America. They didn't want us to, that helps the pharmaceutical companies with these allergies, and they brag about Zyrtec and these different, Merck, these, record sales, but it's because we don't have the female trees that bear seeds and stuff like that. So it's just kind of, really not cool. But I'm going to tell you, we have got at Coffee Talk, we're not just going to do Uranus and Gemini, that transit on the 7-7 portal. We're also going to look at a Coffee Talk member's natal birth chart. So you can email me to volunteer your chart. It's a blind reading, and then I reveal who it is at the end. We get instant feedback. It's really powerful and a lot of fun. Okay, this is a really, really fun time, and I love my 11th house crew. You know, my Coffee Talk people are amazing. They're brilliant, and some of them really know their astrology too. So you definitely want to offer up your chart if you're new, and you know, I will randomly pick a chart. Okay, so you know, we're in this Taurus Virgo decan, and then the moon will be trining it, this Taurus sun, tomorrow. So that's going to be really nice. So, you know, this is going to be an interesting week. You know, we'll check to see where Lilith is. We know we're still dealing with this Mercury, Neptune. Venus is there. We're also, you know, dealing now, starting on May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. I hope it was. Pluto retrograde. Go back and watch my podcast from last night, Saturn and Uranus and Taurus. But Pluto's retrograde. So what does that mean? For the collective, it can definitely really have us kind of go back to detoxification, dealing with virus, our soul psychology, shadow work, right? Think about what have you not been, or what have you been ignoring that, you know, you need to get freedom and liberation from, right? Where are you not being innovative and futuristic? And this is going to bring up things around crypto, technology, humanitarian services, AI, the internet, issues of our independence. And, you know, I guess, you know, yesterday, you talk about Meet the Press, you know, Trump talking about he'll follow the Supreme Court, but he doesn't know if he needs to follow the Constitution. That's Pluto retrograde, okay? And when it does go retrograde, for anybody that's dealing in lies, it could be a bad time. So there's going to be a lot of truth, and the Diddy trial starts today. So there's going to be a lot of truth, and always pay attention. You know, I used to watch C-SPAN, what laws and bills are being passed. But let's get to the chart for the Astro-Weather week, and we gonna be all right. And the Warriors won Game 7 like I predicted, right? And then you had over the weekend, oh my goodness, the Denver Nuggets won Game 6. So I thought the Clippers would do it, but the Denver Nuggets, man, too much Joker, Jamal Murray, and Russell Westbrook. I'd like to see this brother get a championship. Let's get to the chart for the Astro-Weather week. Make it happen Monday, Cinco de Mayo. I think wifey's making tacos tonight. It's not Taco Tuesday, it's Taco Monday. And I think I'm going to talk about, because the moon is your family, and today's the moon day. Instead of the 4th house, I'm going to talk about the 2nd house in terms of, you know, your family values and assets, but also how you can earn money. So we'll look at the, you know, each sign in the 2nd house in the birth chart today. Astrology, okay? Lunch with our 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. So that'll be fun. 2nd house, the Leo moon, 28 degrees. So like I said, right, well, just so you know, 28, then 29, then 0, and then 4. So it should finish up around 4 degrees on the East Coast, 5 degrees on the West Coast. So we should be at 11, no more than 12 degrees tomorrow. And with this Leo Virgo moon at the start, we see that we're now at 15. So yeah, tomorrow afternoon, early evening, we'll have that, and we'll feel it all day tomorrow, the sun trine the moon. So Tuesday's going to be really nice. This Virgo season, and remember, it's getting closer to Uranus. So starting tomorrow, you're going to start to feel that conjunction energy. It'll get closer each day. But that means that for the rest of Taurus season, you're going to be feeling and receiving these downloads in nature. It's going to be activating your throat chakra. It's going to be really activating some seismic issues on the earth, right? Remember I told you over the weekend, I was right. There was some, I think some crazy flooding or stuff going on in Puerto Rico. I said the islands and Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, stuff like that. So just pay attention. Now, Mercury is moving along, 22. Venus, Neptune, you're still feeling that conjunction, okay? Go watch my Scorpio full moon video, for May 12th. That's for next Monday. And remember, on the 24th, Saturn goes in to Aries. So it's still kind of moving kind of slow as it's winding down. And you got that Leo moon in conjunct. So this is where the people can start to like reach out and say, hey, we're not down with these. I think they prevented, or there was a bill about boycotts that now is not on the table. So, that could be good. And that's a little bit of that Leo moon in conjunct Saturn. I don't know, you'd have to research and investigate it. But this Pluto retrograde, the Leo energy with the Mars there. Listen, wherever Mars is, it can bring challenges. It's not as bad in Leo, as long as you're initiating from your heart and being brave and courageous. But we're coming off that energy where it was in Cancer. But it doesn't mean that for Leo Aquarius placements, it can't be challenging. So, look where your Leo house is. But if you're Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, it can affect you in an adverse way, potentially. And that's really it. Lilith is still hanging out in Libra. So we want to check in with our business partnerships, our relationships, and legal matters. Use your intuition, right? Or based upon that type of stuff. And, we can really just get ready for this moon to enter Virgo, and see how all that energy. Now, Jupiter is getting closer and is still, getting closer to squaring the North Node. So sometimes your wisdom, beliefs, and philosophies can, really be off in terms of with your destiny, right? So you're like, oh, I want to just do this, that, and communicate about this with the Jupiter Gemini, and it's squaring the North Node in Pisces, and the North Node in Pisces is saying, hey, can you stop all the technology and the information, and can you just sit and meditate and do breath work? We're going to do a family meditation tonight. But, so that's on the agenda. And it's also kind of squaring the Ceres, but really closer to the North Node. So always a good time for an Epsom salt bath. And I do think that the 6th to the 20th, let's say, May, even May 7th, but really starting tomorrow, May 6th to, to when the sun goes into Gemini, the rest of the Taurus season, you're going to feel this sun conjunct Uranus. So there's going to be a lot of Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising people, but that Taurus energy who are wanting to kind of break free, speak about freedom and revolution, want to change things about their self-worth, and maybe, speaking uniquely or very innovative or weird, all right, pushing the envelope, a little rebellious, all right? And, Taurus is pretty stubborn, practical, pragmatic. Let's get to Tuesday, Mayo, May 6th, and have a safe Cinco de Mayo. I don't drink anymore. I used to like to have a Corona on this day with lime, but I haven't done that in years, and I just don't drink. So have a good Cinco de Mayo, all right? Eric Taylor, BigEAstro. All right, think about it. Tuesday, the day of Mars. What you gonna get from me is realistic bars. Okay, Lucy. And on Tuesday, I should be lunch with Eric, IG Live. I'm doing charts and working on my book this week and trying to finish up designing my community. But I'm always doing charts. So the Virgo moon. So what did we say? We'd finish up at 5, and I told you it should be at 11 or 12. And let's got here? And the Virgo moon, okay, 10 degrees. So then it went from the 4, so it seems like it slowed down. It could have at least been at 11. But so what we're going to see here is it's going to finish up at 16 and then 17. And it will, as we go to bed, it'll start to be in the conjunction to the south node. The Virgo moon will trine the Taurus sun today at around, as you're getting ready to go to bed, 9 p.m. Pacific and around midnight on the East Coast. But you'll be feeling it all day, okay? So it's already within that trine energy. And get a lot of fruits and vegetables, go outside, talk to the trees, walk in nature. Sounds hobo and boring, but we can get the Schumann resonance. It's really beneficial for our physical bodies, and it can be really nice. We're still dealing with the Venus-Neptune conjunction in Aries, which is kind of making us initiate some, dreamy things about our arts, culture, entertainment, but even vehicles. Maybe purchase your dream car. What is your dream car? Manifest it, talk about it, but also good time for a car wash, literally, right? Neptune is water, Venus is the vehicle, car wash. Clean your car. The Virgo moon is also, she's not really trining anything in Capricorn. And it's not squaring or the Gemini or Sag, and will be opposing the Pisces stuff. So you're going to feel more of that stuff on Wednesday. But basically Tuesday is the trine, okay? That trine. But remember, the Virgo moon is also about service to humanity. How can we, help and not be over analytical or critical, but how can we really improve our family, our people around us? Virgo sun signs, talking to me, right? Juicing, intermittent fasting. I'm going to be starting our fast up again. We'll probably do it on the 12th or 13th after Mother's Day. So we'll keep you updated. But definitely I'm going to try to eat extremely light Tuesday and Wednesday. And Monday evening as well. Probably have just a salad and some fruit or a smoothie. Okay? So, yeah. Leo moon moving along, 8 degrees. It's out of the energy of the opposition now, the 5-degree orb. So, I think things are going to calm down with that. But so hopefully the power grid is good for a little bit. It could get interesting again on the full moon though, because Mercury will be squaring Pluto in Taurus. And that can create some stuff with communications, all right? Enjoy Tuesday, get outside in nature, ground into your physical body, and honor your gut health, right? Get some pre-probiotics and some bitters. Let's get to Miércoles, Mayo, May 7th, Astro-Weather Week, BigEAstro. Wake up Wednesday, the day of Mercury. What I give you is real poetry. Astrology, naturally, who it be? Don't you mess with the E, no harmony. So, that Virgo moon coming off the trine. And 17, 6, 22. So, should finish up at about 28 and then 29 degrees. And we'll wake up tomorrow with the Libra moon at about 5 degrees, 5 or 6, we'll see. This Virgo moon today, Wednesday, Miércoles, it's the day of the nervous system, Mercury, communications, short distance travel, yoga, journaling, writing, a lot of communication. The Virgo moon is going to be trining Uranus, okay? And it's also going to be squaring Jupiter right? So this is a busy day, Wednesday. This is where the trine to Uranus can be beneficial out in nature. The square to Jupiter can be some things around education, and also some stuff around medical information coming out, or some policies that are not beneficial for the people. And the Virgo moon will be opposing, right, the North Node, Ceres, and Saturn. So there can definitely be a big emphasis, and check the news, not that you really want to, but, focus on your health really Wednesday. Purification, nutrition-wise, right? Our gut health is connected to the brain. So we got to think about that. Also, this is really like definitely when I talk about wifey stuff, right? Sabale pure, because whatever you put on your body gets absorbed into the bloodstream. That's a big thing Wednesday when you think about that, with the trine to Uranus, the square to Jupiter, and then the opposition to Ceres, which is food and fashion, right? So we want to use clean products and we want to eat clean foods. Try to get organic as much as you can, but if you don't, you still want to clean them, right, with vinegar, your fruits and veggies. And I would definitely increase drinking the water, but you gotta get grounded. Go outside, get that solar energy. It's healing. It does not cause cancer. Okay, we gotta, or should I say the C word? But always check with your doctors. I did not stay at a Holiday Inn, but seriously, the Virgo moon opposing the North Node, and this is where we have to think about how we can get out of our heads and kind of be introspective, but become more spiritual. Okay, so our spiritual practices are going to be important on Wednesday, and the mantras, the meditations and mantras. That's a group. And wifey did record an intro video for that. That's a group that we have on our community page. So you'll be hearing more about that very soon. And the moon opposing Saturn, this could be some real interesting protest. And maybe it's protesting, different shots. Maybe it's protesting different things. But Saturn opposing the moon, there's going to be conversation about health. Okay? So you may see that a lot Tuesday and Wednesday, but definitely. And then we're going to get to this Libra moon on Thursday. Try to avoid the gossiping. That's not going to serve you. Jupiter, Gemini. Jupiter's going to be so nice June 9th. I mean, we're going to have a big shift in energy. I mean, obviously in the 7-7 portal, big shift on May 24th. Those are the key dates to just pay attention to coming forward. May 24th, June 9th, and then July 7th. So it's going to be an interesting, and I do think that May and June are the two best months of the astrological year. Not sure what July is going to bring once we have that change. But let's enjoy our Wednesday, and a good day to go for a walk. And high vibrational day, drinking the water, maybe soaking in the tub with your crystals. Astro-Weather week, let's get to Thursday, May 8th. All right, BigEAstro. I had to count it in my head. Peace. All right, try Thursday, the day of the planet Jupiter. Eric Taylor, BigEAstrology. And the Libra moon, 4 degrees. Okay. So, should finish up at 10 on the East Coast, 11 on the West Coast. And we're not really hitting any of the cardinal stuff, but it is hitting. This Libra moon comes in. I meant the squares, but it is in opposition to Neptune and Venus. So Thursday morning can feel kind of like a little underwater. There could be some things around deception or things with relationships and family, stuff about money and cars. Don't lend out your car to your cousin or this and that. I mean, you may not be happy with the results. And yeah, this is the Libra moon is seeking emotional balance. It's not, but it is harmonious and peaceful. It just can go through a lot of emotional ups and downs, you guys. And this moon finishing up at 10 and then 11 degrees. How are we doing with the Lilith? Lilith is still in Libra. So it's not going to be really conjuncted till later on, but that's an energy that we're definitely feeling. I don't know. I think sometimes we've got to be willing to say that you're going to have to feel what you're going to have to feel. You're not going to always have harmony and peace in your relationships, and that Lilith can test that. So right now, for the collective, the Libra Sun Moon Rising will kind of be the tribe on Thursday. If you've got those Libras in your life, they may be a good asset to talk to, but there could definitely be some issues around relationships or negotiations or contracts. Okay, so trust your intuition on that, but hopefully it could be something that's bringing peace to your family. Just watch out with the cars, stuff like that, I would say. And we're moving along with this Taurus Deacon, right? 18. So Saturday, we will start the Taurus Capricorn Deacon, and we'll be at the home stretch of the final week and so of Taurus season, which seemed to go pretty fast this year. I can't believe we're about to already be the end of the school year, Gemini season. My son's turning 16. So you guys need to book some birth charts because he wants me to buy him a car. You need more than birth charts, But, that's where we're at. So, enjoy Thursday. It's the day of Jupiter, so definitely sign up for Coffee Talk. And, the Lilith trining Jupiter, and then the moon will hit that on Friday, okay? Friday night and a Saturday. We'll have a Libra-Scorpio moon weekend, but this, 11, and then 6, 17, 24, yeah. So late tomorrow, late Friday night, the Libra moon will be trine to Jupiter and Gemini. That's going to be really nice. So Coffee Talk will be nice with that Libra moon energy, coming up. We'll still have that towards the end of Saturday going into the Scorpio moon. So, yeah. But I think also for Thursday, we want to really see now we're in that energy with the Sun conjunct Uranus. So this is where we're going to start to receive more and more of the downloads. And there could, now, definitely some aloe vera, lotion on the skin, but there could be some things about your throat, laryngitis, and allergies. So just be mindful of that as well. And I think it's going to be a good day. I really do. The Libra moon was trining Pluto, right, when it first came in. That was on Wednesday. Forgot to mention that. So that could be really nice in terms of healing and transformation. But these are the things that we're experiencing on Thursday, okay, on the 8th. That Libra moon trine Pluto retrograde. So also this could be on the dating apps. Find you single people out there finding or reconnecting with somebody, all right, that you went on an app and dated. If you never tried it, this may be a good time to try it. Sign up on Thursday, okay? But trust your intuition around it. Now, I don't know if they're still as good as it was when I did it, but that's how I met my amazing wife, okay, Match.com. So don't knock it till you try it, and you just have to be honest with your communications, all right? Astro-Weather Week, Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology. Sign up for Coffee Talk, and I hope I see you this Saturday. $22, 12 noon Eastern, 2 hours, Uranus, Gemini, and a blind chart reading. Peace. Yeah, that's it. The Astro-Weather Week, BigEAstro Astrology. You know what? I'm picking the Celtics in 7. Maybe my Knicks can do it and shock the world. Karl-Anthony Towns has got to average at least 22 points in the series. We need Brunson at like 26, Bridges at about 18. We need Hart at like 13. We gotta get points. We need OG and Anunoby to be at about almost 19, 20. You know, we gotta get buckets. But I'm gonna go with a shocker and say the Knicks will win Game 1. I think Minnesota will probably lose to OKC Game 1. But they've been sitting still for a while, so maybe Minnesota shocks them too. Sometimes the teams that have been resting, they're a little rusty. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, BigEAstro Astrology. I'm excited for the next rounds, NBA playoffs, and enjoy the Astro-Weather Week. Leo, Virgo, Libra Moon. Excuse me. Sign up for Coffee Talk. Please reach out for the Taurus birth chart sale. Keep you updated on the Center's free, Coffee Talk webinar thing. And I am deciding to do a third Coffee Talk. It'll be $15, 70 minutes. It's going to be on Saturday, May 31st to end May. We're going to look at the new chart and birth time. Because there were debates for years for Beyonce. Was she a Libra, Virgo, Scorpio rising? No, it's released in some, it was in a book or something, 9:47 p.m. and Aries rising. So we're going to break that down with the Virgo sun in the 6th, Scorpio moon in the 8th, and all the Libra placements in the 7th. Which it does explain a lot, the Pluto and I think her Mercury and Jupiter and a bunch of stuff there. All right? Enjoy the Astro-Weather Week. Watch my Scorpio full moon video and watch my previous podcast guests. Had some amazing ladies from Amit Diaz, Rebecca Vidanoff, Megan McPherson, Kimberly Williams. We've had a lot of fun lately. And coming up in May, I've got some interesting people. I got a meeting with some people today. We got some deep folks coming in May for you as well. So really excited. Have a great week. Astro-Weather Week. Taurus season. BigEAstro Astrology. Pew.